What's up, everyone? Sherry, welcome. Bunk. Bun. Hello. Block. Nice one, Sherry. Unblock. Unlock. Lock. Of course you would. I was thinking that. I was like unblock. I'm like, we certainly don't do that here. We definitely do plenty of blocking though. Not that we're proud of it, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? It's so much better to do it this way all around. I like this game. It's fun. Lob. Cob. Cub. Grey Goose, welcome. Con, nice. Sherry must be butter because she's on a roll. Ooh. What's up, Grey Goose? Feel free to, anyone can hop right in. Feel free to join, folks. Buck, I got Buck already. It is, right, wait, did I? Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't, thank you. I thought I already got that one. That's weird. I definitely did it earlier. Luck. Unlock, we got that one. Third. Please go ahead and double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Ding! Thank you very much. Digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Cole. Club. I just got one more, guys. One more. It's a 4-letter word. Starting with a K. Please go ahead and double tap your screens to like this live stream and click on that thumbs up button. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Thank you. No, there's no E or Y. The letter, it has to be within this circle of letters always. And plus it's a 4-letter word. Oh, I know it. Knob. Boom. Knob. All right, next round we go. What's up, Bones? Welcome. Thanks for joining. I'll have to cut that in at some point soon. Love. I'm Mr. Lover. I'm Mr. Lover. Yes. Rove. Vol. Roll. Level. No, there's not two L's. RTX, welcome. Lore. Good one. Oh, that was an extra word. Lore was an extra word. Real. Great job. Sherry. Lever. Awesome. Eve. Row. Vol. Row. Ooh, level's not on there. There's not two L's. Or, yep. Ol. That was an extra word. Lear. Oh, that was an extra word. Over. Yep. Great job. Excellent job. Revolve. Excellent job, Ashley. Great job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent. Great job, everyone. Great call, Ashley, on Revolve. All right. Revel. Oh, that was an extra word. Veer. That was an extra word. If you guys ever need a shuffle, just let me know. All you have to do is type, every day I'm shuffling. It could be this, veer. Nope. Did we do love? Yeah, we did lover, and we did love. Any ideas, guys? 2, 4, 6. There's a 6-letter word that we're missing. Ever. Yes. Great job, Ashley. Right, it's just that 6-letter one. Evolve. Yes. Great job. Great job, everybody. Sherry. Daisy Dukes. Sad. Say. Days. Day. Said. Ads. There we go. That was easy. Oh, I got it. Swiftly. And swift. Fits. Fit. Sit. List. Wilts. Wilt. Fly like an eagle. Yep. Sift. That was an extra word. Fist. Oh. Lit. Lits. Wits. Wit. Silt. That was an extra word. Flit. That was an extra word. Dang, Sherry, you're like the queen of extra words. We need that. Lift. I should have done lifts first. Dang it, if I would have done lifts first, we would have got another extra word in there. Great job. On to the next level. Pins, pin, sin, sip, sips, sun, sun. What do you mean you do this every day? Oh, you play this every day? I love this game. Pains, pain, pans, pan, pin, pins, snip, snips, sane, pass, nice, piss, oh, I didn't even mean to do that, piss, passion. Nice job, Paige, and welcome back, Paige. I think you've been here before, right? Great one. Excellent. Every day I'm shuffling. Anytime you guys need a shuffle, just say, every day I'm shuffling. Oh, that's right. What's up, Paige? Welcome back, my friend. How's Mr. Luke doing? How's it going with you guys? Thanks for joining. I knew I recognized your name. What is up? Make sure you say hi to Luke for me. Tell him he's the man. Tell him I said he's the man. Yeah, Paige is Luke's wife from Australia. They're from Australia. And Luke has he talks about CPTSD and everything on his channel, Complex PTSD, and a whole bunch of stuff he does on his channel. It's excellent. Pains, I think I got that one. Excellent. That's great to hear. Well, thank you for joining. Did we already do spin? I think we just did spin. Did I do spins? Yeah. Yes, please do. Thanks for joining. Always happy when you guys are able to join. Either one of you. Or both. Oh, I got one. Piano. Soap. Nice. Soaps and soap. Span. There it is. I like doing this once in a while too because it's a game I can play too. Games are fun, man. I don't care what anyone says, especially games like this. Like it gets you using your brain in a healthy way, and I don't know. I think it's fun. Mackenzie, welcome. I like that name, Mackenzie. Feel free to just jump right in, folks. Hello to everybody. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Also, please double tap those screens and or click on that thumbs up button to like this live stream. Ding! Thank you. Up, Chuck. Nope, that won't work. There's not two U's. We're gonna we'll do this last round, and then I'm gonna turn the camera around, and then I'll talk a little bit and hang out a little bit, and then we can go back to this game if we feel like it. Oh, puke. Oh. Cup. I did Puck. Puck's already on there. Peck already got two. Check up. That's it. And check. Got him. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. That game's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that game. Why is this not? There we go. Let me get out of this. I play all kinds of stuff. I love playing games. Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart. With my heart. I play everything, like not everything, but I don't do like video games really much anymore. But we do Hangman on here. We play Guess What I'm Thinking Of. We play that game, that word game. I'll probably get us into something else eventually, sometime soon. Keep things relatively simple right now. Thank you all for joining. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe, of course. It's greatly appreciated, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Baby Gap. That's where Darth Vader got his shoes, a Baby Gap. What's up, Daniel? Please double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream. It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. I know I sound like a broken record, and that is because I am. I cut my own hair today because I'm crazy. I cut so much hair off this side, especially like when it was coming off with the thing. I'm like, oh my god. It's a little bit uneven in the back, but. Datum Tish. Sherry. Vinter, welcome back, my friend. How are you? What's going on? Thank you for joining again. I'm frying. Sure. I'm trying to think of a poll question. Who's there? Let me type it. It's so hot out there. Smell map who? Normally I would never even do this. So if anyone else is thinking about doing this, the only reason I'm letting Paige do this is because she's married to Luke, who I not personally know, but I trust Luke. So therefore I trust Paige. And that's why I'm doing this. Because most people, they would try to do this, they'd try to get me to say something inappropriate. I'm on to that. And that's the only reason I'm letting this happen right now. That's hilarious. I love a good poop joke. Poop jokes. Poop jokes. It is freaking real hot out. Yeah. It's real hot. It's brutal today. It's still brutal out there right now. That's why I'm not outside. Poop a snoop a loop. Alright. I gotta focus. I gotta do a poll question. I'm just doing a poll question, guys. Just give me a second, please. My eyes look a little bit green right now, but they're actually blue. My eyes were like a really unique shade of blue. It's like, they're like a, it's, yeah, it's hard to describe. See, like, the brighter the light is. That's right, that's so bright. I'm green. You're green? Dang. You green, girl? I need to focus. I need to think of one more option here. There we go. All right, we got that set up. We got the poll question set up. Just to have a little bit more fun, a little bit more engagement. You guys can vote in the poll. Oh, Sherry, great news. You don't need to apologize for that. That's okay. They do. My eyes actually, like, it sounds strange, but they actually change color sometimes. I don't know. They look, I don't know. Yeah, some great news, Sherry. So I finally asked Hannah in Health last night on her live stream how to do the poll and then how to shrink it down and put it up in the corner so it's not in the middle of my face on my phone. And she told me. She let me know how to do it, and I figured it out. Well, she told me. You just take your two fingers and you shrink it down, and then you just push it off to the top corner. Boom, it's done. It's out of the way, and it's all good. I have the laptop here though, so I was doing it earlier. I wanted to try it out. I was like, you just saved me. Like, I've been trying to figure that out for I don't know how long. She's like, yeah, you just take it, you just shrink it down like that, and then you just put it up to the corner. Wherever you want on your screen. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Please double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream, and or click on that thumbs up button. Thank you very much. I don't know. All right. Is that true? There's no penguins up in the North Pole? And there's no polar bears in the opposite? I didn't know that. That's really crazy. So wait, so polar bears are in the North Pole and penguins live in the South Pole. We should bring... I'm just kidding. We should introduce them. It's not even funny. Because the polar bears would just have a field day, like appetizers. Polar bears are huge. If you build it, he will come. What are you quoting, Field of Dreams? That's chaotic neutral. Yeah, no, definitely not. Penguins are so cute. I wouldn't want anything to happen to them. That's awesome that there's no polar bears around there because they'd all be eaten. Polar bears are, you know, they're huge and they got to eat a lot. I didn't know that. That's a great fun fact to know. Vinther, thank you for that. I really love that. Thank you for sharing that. It was very clever. Just haven't. No, it's Iowa. Daniel's just talking right now. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know who he is. Daniel, who are you? Who's D. Macy? Who dat? Daniel, did you know that did you know what Vinter just shared? Because polar bears, did you know that polar bears only live in the North Pole and the penguins only live in the South Pole? I did not know that. That is wild. I wonder why that is. That makes sense, because... But wait, I thought... Wait a second. Wait a second. Huh. I think I knew that penguins were only in the South Pole, but I didn't know that polar bears were all. But it makes sense why it would only be one or the other, because how would they be able to get to the opposite end of the planet? You know, with water all around them. So it makes sense. Is there any other animals that are out that are like that are only in the South Pole or only in the North Pole? What about like manatees and like this kind of stuff fascinates me. It's just so fascinating to learn about stuff like this. Our planet is just so fascinating. It really is. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. Another one bites the dust. Do 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 do. The one bites the dust. Guess what polar animal I'm thinking of? Go. Guess what South Pole animal I'm thinking of? Go. Just kidding. Ding, 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 ding. Penguin is correct. Vinter, how the heck did you get that so fast? I never even heard of narwhals. Only in the Arctic Ocean? Well, the Arctic Ocean is in the North Pole, right? The Arctic is in the North Pole. It's the Indian Ocean that's frozen in the South Pole? Right? Is that right? And I think it's like, well, it's horrible that it's happening, but that the poles are since they're both frozen on either end of our planet, they're frozen in time, that they're now thawing the quickest with global warming and climate change. There is one kind of insect on the South Pole. Maybe because you're me and I'm you? Yeah, the South Pole has a lot of land underneath of it. You're right. Yeah. Because Antarctica's huge. If Antarctica were to thaw out completely, it would be a massive continent, like actual piece of land, huge. Now, if and when the North Pole thaws completely out, which it will happen eventually, I mean, way further down the road, it's mostly all ocean and water that's frozen. There's not much land mass up that way. That's really stupid. Why would I have Scooby-Doo content? Why are you even saying that? Go away. away. Go away. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that person now. When you have trolling in your name, that's just a dead giveaway that you gotta go. I don't really have a favorite animal. Does anyone else have a favorite animal out there? If so, let us know in the chat what your favorite animal is, or favorite animals are. Beavers are fascinating to me. Beavers are very, very fascinating to me. I think what's the most fascinating? Well, first of all, I find it really intriguing, and it's super wild that their whole purpose in life is they're like, gotta build a dam, gotta build a dam, gotta build a dam. They start hearing water flowing, they're like, no, and they go and they start building it back up again. That's like their whole purpose in life. Talk about knowing what your purpose is in life. Awesome. Joey, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. It's up your butt. Raccoons, trash pandas are cute. Trash bandits. That's hilarious. All right, yeah, you're going. Bye. Apologize for the trolls that are coming in, folks. We've been getting this lately on this channel. And we gotta just say another one. Basta. Trash pandas, you saying are raccoons. I don't really have a favorite animal, though. Because of how raccoons look and you know, their fur and everything. Trash pandas. That's hilarious. I didn't know that about an elephant. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Daniel. Elephants are incredibly intelligent, too. Dolphins are fascinating, too. They're very, very intelligent. Whales are, too. English only, please, folks. English only. Please and thank you. You like ducks, frogs, and turtles. All right. I gotta say it. I like turtles. I'm just gonna leave that comment up and just let people see how stupid you sound and how stupid you look right now. How pathetic you look right now with that stupid comment. Like, did it take you all day and all night to think of that? Do you think I'm offended by that? Do you think you're cool after saying something like that? No. No. Just move on to the next live stream. Jurassic Park, it's great. I've seen Jurassic Park. Yeah, I like turtles. He was like on a news broadcast. He's like, I like turtles, and he had his face painted. The person knows exactly what comment I'm talking about. You didn't make a comment, Ryan, before. I don't really know memes. I just knew that from like a YouTube video, not necessarily a meme. That's insane. Enter. Oh yeah, Lily. I just did that. I just did that the other night. I didn't do it. I don't think it was a Disney movie, but The Secret Garden is what I watched the other night. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. Oh yeah, and by the way, you're gone. What do you mean they all had to do with death? What are you referring to, Ryan? I mean, death is part of life, so yeah, I mean, death is a part of life. For sure. Which ones are you referring to? Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I believe in that. Not everyone, but I've never seen either one of those movies. I've heard of both, but I haven't seen either one of those. I haven't seen that one either. Oh yeah. He died the other night. Yep. I still don't know why he said the Jurassic Park thing. That was so random. They didn't say anything before that, and then all of a sudden they said that. Something About Mary is great. I love that movie. That's a classic. Dude, stop. Please go ahead and double tap your screens, folks, to like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Ding! It's all greatly appreciated. Digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Thank you. Matt Dillon was good in that. Yeah, I agree. It is wonderfully wacko. That's a great way to describe it. Vinther. Dumb and Dumber is another classic. Any of the Adam Sandler movies, Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, all those movies, they're great. Liar, Liar. So you guys want to play a round or two of Guess What I'm Thinking Of? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Guess what country I am thinking of. Go. Guess what country I am thinking of. Go. Marie, welcome. Thank you, Sherry. India, no. Germany, no. Monaco, no. Japan, no. Greenland, no. Transylvania, no. Spain, no. France, no. Please vote in the poll, everyone. Please vote in the poll as well. Sierra Leone, no. Argentina, no. USA, no. Venezuela, no. USA, no. All great guesses, folks. Please double tap your screens to like this live stream. Yeah, all about USA, but don't curse, please. Canada, no. Sweden, no. Venter has to get in Sweden. I knew you were going to guess Sweden. Russia, no. Malawi, no. Australia, no. Greece, no. You guys are, this is excellent guesses. So I'm going to give you guys a huge clue right off the bat. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, no. It's not an African country, that's first and foremost. Portugal, no. China, no. Ireland, no. This is an island country. Mexico, no. This is an island country, folks. That is your clue. It's an island country and it's not in Africa. Aruba, Jamaica. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Oh, dang it. I just gave it away. Jamaica's correct. Daniel got it. Ding, 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 ding. Daniel got it. It is Jamaica. Jamaica man. Jerk chicken man. Jamaica me happy man. Great job. Aruba. Daniel got it. It's Jamaica, friends. All right. I like that one. All right, I gotta move this just a little further away. All right. Guess what language I'm thinking of. Go. Guess what language I am thinking of. Go. Chinese, no. Michael Scott. No, I did not, Marie. Polish, no. Swedish, no. Russian, no. English, no. Chinese, no. Spanish, no. Norwegian, no. German, no. Peruvian, no. Mandarin, no. Lily knows what's up. There is no language. There's no Chinese language. It's Mandarin and there's another one. Cantonese or something like that? Korean, no. Peruvian, no. Spanish, no. I don't know that one rhyme, but no. Portuguese, great try, no. No one's got it yet. New Mexican, no. Ooh, yeah, Venter got it. Ding, 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 Arabic is correct. Arabic is correct. Vinter got that one. Good job. You're a bit limited with that one. All right. You guys want to play another round? If you want to play another round, let me know in the chat. Just say yes in the chat. Spanglish. I don't look anything like Tom Green. Marie wants to play another round. All right, Marie. Daniel wants to play another round. All right, that's enough yeses for me. All right. Nice. Oh, you're not a fan of Ryan Gosling? All right. I knew that person was eventually going to go. Yeah, I'm sure it was. That's excellent, Vinter. Thanks for sharing. Mackenzie, welcome back. How are you? All right. His thin lips. A little picky much? All right. I don't know how that can even be possible. How can you be too handsome? I got to give some guys you got to give credit. Ryan Gosling is a good-looking dude. There ain't no doubt about that. I'd say Ryan Gosling and... Yeah, Ryan Gosling is like pretty much the biggest one, I'd say. It's the way he carries himself, too, I think. Yeah, everyone has different preferences. I'm not saying it's my preference. I don't prefer men at all, but if I were to, Ryan Gosling is a good-looking, well-put-together dude. And he's hilarious. But, Sherry doesn't like thin lips. And she likes a guy with a nice neck. A nice, firm neck. All right. We're going to play another round. Let's do... Let's do... I was born this way, man. As someone who likes girls, I will proudly say he is quite attractive. Yes. Yeah, he is an attractive dude. There's no getting around it. I mean, Ryan Gosling's a good-looking dude. He's got great style, carries himself well. He's Ken. I like that he can also laugh at himself, like with the whole Ken character. Like he just like has fun with it. That's amazing. Dude's got style too. What's up, Mackenzie? All right, we're gonna play another round of Guess What I'm Thinking Of, folks. Thank you all for being here. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe, of course. Please double tap those screens to like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Ding! Make sure you vote in the poll below. What movie did I recently watch? Oh my God, Sherry. You're supposed to be a Christian woman. How dare you? How dare you? Let's do something with food. All right. Okay. Yeah, Brad Pitt's a good-looking dude too. He's another guy. He's another one that's like I can see why women and even homosexual men would like him because he is a very well put together guy. He's got great style, carries himself very well. He's an amazing actor, amazing performer. Yeah. I mean, there's some people that got it, and there's some people that don't. You know. You don't think Brad Pitt's attractive either? Oh man. I mean, I find it hilarious that I'm sitting here arguing with you. Like, not arguing, but like being like, oh man, how do you not? Wow. You have a very particular taste then. It seems like you don't like blonde-haired guys. Oh, Daniel's got it. Bing. Oh, Term, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't think gay men dress them. I mean, I think they dress themselves. Ryan Gosling, I'm pretty sure, dresses himself. All right, anyway. Guess, we're going to play another round. Let's get off this topic. Guess what? All right. Guess what breakfast food I'm thinking of? Go. Not bacon. Not an omelet. Quiche? Nope. That's a very unique guess there, Sherry. I love it. Eggs? No. Caviar? No. Belgian waffle? No. A waffle? No. You already asked me that, Alejandro, and I already answered it. Sandwich? No. All right. Pizza? No. Toast? No. Another one bites the dust off. Grits? No. Welcome back, Term. Thank you for joining. Please double tap those screens, folks. Sausage McMuffin? No. Potatoes? No. This is not a sandwich of any sort. It's not a sandwich. It is not a sandwich. Coffee? No. Howdy, howdy. What up? French toast? No. Excellent guess. Ooh. French toast again. Nope. Coffee? No. It's not a drink. Cereal? No. This is a food. Oatmeal? No. Excellent guess. Look at that, you guys. Ding, 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 ding. I knew Sherry was going to get it. Pancake is correct. Sherry got it. Pancake is correct. Sherry. Porridge. Ryan Gosling. Oh my God. Brad Pitt. Brad Grits. A croissant. Sherry got it, guys. Great job with pancakes. All right. While we're on the topic, well, nah. Oh, let's do that. That's usually always a good one. Mia, hi. Hang out with us and you'll start to love yourself more. I'm sorry to hear that you hate yourself. Don't hate yourself, girl. Love yourself. Hang out with us and play the game, and you'll have fun. Trust me. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. If you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. You guys are my kind of peeps. Woo! All right. Guess what musical instrument I'm thinking of? Go. Guess what musical instrument I'm thinking of? Go. A triangle, no. Sherry, we shall touch back on that. Bring that up after this round, please. Trumpet, no. French horn, no. Guitar, no. Bagpipes, excellent guess. That's a really unique guess. No. Piano, no. Handpan, no. Drums, no. Excellent guessing. Trumpet, no. I'm not going to give many clues on this one. I really can't. Piccolo, no. Tuba, no. An organ, no. I think that's what you mean is an organ inventor, right? No. Fiddle, no. Drums, no. Ding, 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 ding. Clarinet is correct. Vinter got it. Clarinet is correct. Vinter got it. Vinter. Vinter. Great job. Yeah, Sherry, how did your doctor's appointment go? Oh, you had that on Monday, right? What did you say earlier? You said, went to the doctor. I wasn't breathing at all on meds. You weren't breathing. If you weren't breathing at all, you would no longer be with us right now. So you weren't breathing. You were definitely breathing. Thou that does not take a breath, thou does not live anymore. So you were breathing. You were getting oxygen in. But I'm glad to hear that you're on meds now. Are you feeling any better or what? Was it pneumonia? Did they test you for it? Yeah, breathing treatment. That's what my mom used to do at the hospital. She was a respiratory therapist. You have pneumonia? Well, I hope you feel better. That's so random to get pneumonia in the middle of the summer. It's very random. Oh, not pneumonia. Okay. Whoops. Well, I hope you feel better, Sherry. Keep us updated. Sherry. Sherry. Ooh, please, if you're digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Just asthma. Yeah, it's probably the humidity. It's probably the humidity. And the heat. And if you're working long hours and stuff like that, I'm telling you, man, it's not good. It's not good at all. All right. Okay. Yo, Marie, that is wild that you just brought that up. That is so insane. I was just about to talk about that. Oh, you're asking Sherry. Yeah, I just saw all that. Like that Canada is burning again. And it just all started like 2 days ago, day and a half ago. Wait a sec. Show. Are you getting the smoke and the air quality? It'd be a bad air quality here right now. Are you in Canada, Marie? I love how you specified in bed now. I'm just gonna go ahead and just get rid of you. Who says that? Boston. You in Boston? You packing the car in Boston? I love Boston. Boston was a great city to visit. I'm right outside of Philly. We have bad air quality here. It's not like super bad, but it's not good. And I think it's mostly because of the heat and the humidity. But if those Canadian wildfires get more out of control, you know, it's not going to be good. Alexis, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yikes. That ain't good. That ain't good. All right, well, we can play another round, guys. Trying to think if there's anything else I had to mention. Please, if you're digging the vibe of this live, make sure you hit subscribe, folks. It's greatly appreciated. Also, super chats and gifts are very much appreciated and welcomed here. This channel is fully monetized, and I certainly would appreciate anything that you guys are willing to send over, gifts-wise and super chats. Super chats, I love to remind everyone how much I love them. They're amazing. Oh, Marie, thank you so much. Thank you for the stars. Oh, wow. 16, thank you. The 20 stars. 20 stars, thank you so much. I always feel awkward mentioning it, but I have to make sure I mention that once in a blue moon because it's important. It's part of the channel. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you, Daniel, for saying hi. What's up, dude? M4, what up? Yes, glad you're here. Thank you all for being here. Please double tap your screens to like this live stream and or click on that thumbs up button. Ding. Digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. Also, don't forget to vote in the poll below. Got 23 votes in so far. What movie did I recently watch is the poll question. The choices are Forrest Gump, Devil Wears Prada 2, Field of Dreams, or The Sandlot. Thank you for the chili, Daniel. I really appreciate that, bud. Okay. Beekeeper 2. DWP2. Down with playing it. Did I get that right? I don't have my categories list out here. Let's do a... that's going to be too hard. Nice. You were Devil Wears Prada too? Gotcha. We're not revealing yet, folks, so you're not going to get it out of me. Look at Vinter sharing that knowledge. All right. Bravo, sir. Yeah. Sir? Vinter, are you male or female? You're male, right? It's weird, like, talking to someone for a while and then you don't even know either way. Because, like, I couldn't tell from, like, your name is what I'm saying. Like, Marie obviously is a female. Sherry is a female. I'll say no Sherry. I'm married to her. You know, there's that. All right. Female. Dang. Sorry. You are. Not really, M4. All right. I got to think, guys. All right, let's do this one. Guess what international city I'm thinking of? Go. You're a male? Get out of here. Come on. Dumpster Fire Show. I crap you not. I was gonna do Copenhagen. No, it's not Copenhagen. It's not Stockholm. It's not Paris. It's not Brussels. Mexico City, no. Florence, no. Oslo, no. Moscow, no. St. Petersburg, no. Amsterdam, no. Istanbul, ding, 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 ding. M4 got it. That was excellent, everybody. M4 got it. It's Istanbul. M4's the winner. Great job. Great job, everybody. That was a huge one. Great job, M4 and everybody else. Great, excellent guesses. I'm impressed. Roswell. Not Constantinople. I was shocked when who was that first? That guest, Dumpster Fire Show. Welcome, by the way. When Dumpster Fire Show guessed Copenhagen, I was like, oh boy, she's on to me. Okay. All right. You're welcome, ease. All right. Yo, what's up? Thank you for the trophy cake. I think that's the first time we ever got a trophy cake. I put this down a little bit more. It's like, there we go. Is that better? My head was like, my chin was cut off. Sure, I can't see my neck. Thank you, Vaccinator. I got it from where I used to work at Eddie Bauer. A couple years back, like one or 2 years back. All right. And once again, thank you, Dumpster Fire Show, for the trophy cake. It just popped up. Yeah, I love it. Holy crap! Thank you, Dumpster Fire Show. Holy crap, that was like 500. Oh man, that might be a record. That was huge. Thank you so much. 1,000. Oh my God. It's only showing 523. So it must have not went all the way through yet. It's showing 523 on the top. Thank you so much. Really? I didn't know that. What puts Napoleon in charge of that? All right. He didn't control the whole world. I might have thought he did, but he didn't. Why does everyone like... Yeah, I agreed. It is very centrally situated. Vinter, you are a very wise soul. Very, very wise soul. I am very happy to have you here. I'm so glad you found this channel. I don't think Napoleon was cool. I don't know. I didn't know him personally, but anyone that wants to conquer the whole world, I ain't cool with that. Sweden. We can actually take a pause and talk about history for a little bit here. I think that this would be great. I've been watching a lot of stuff about World War II. I would say I'm infatuated with World War II. Mostly because I would have been chill conqueror back then. Yeah, take it when we can. World War II changed the face of the earth forever. It changed like a lot of people's worlds, and some for the better, some for the worse. You know. You love the girl in Sweden. Nice. In fact, well, World War II was, I mean, it was definitely a full-blown world war. It was the most deaths in any war ever by a long shot. You're talking by like, I mean, it's astronomical. It's astronomical. The amount of people that lost their lives in World War II compared to other wars. It's insane. Yeah, 60 to 75 million people lost their lives. 60 to 75 million people. That's a lot of people, man. Just gone. And that's between both sides. And what else was, you know, the whole world was in a depression, at that time, during that time period. The whole world was like in a major depression. Economies were just ruined. Countries were in ruins. And I have not, Marie. What's up, Sherry? And World War II helped pull some countries, the United States especially, out of that depression. Really boosted all of the economies, a lot of economies. And the United States thrived after World War II. Like, the U.S. prior to World War II, not that great. The United States after World War II, pretty great. Pretty great. How come Germany could advance as they did after they had been so broken by the Treaty of Versailles? Yeah, that's what Germany was ultimately pissed over. Hitler especially was pissed over the Treaty of Versailles, and yeah, well, people were fighting all over the world, Marie. Not just there in the Pacific. And well, South America wasn't really affected either. North America and South America really weren't affected much by World War II. Pretty much the only continents that weren't affected, that and Antarctica. Those, like, Australia too. Australia really wasn't affected. It was mostly Europe, Asia, and Africa that were all, like, heavy war. Europe and Asia more than anything. Yes, so Sweden. Yeah, so Sweden was neutral. All those, like, Norwegian, like, countries up there were pretty. Yeah, there's just so, you guys know what I'm saying though, like it, World War II. Yeah, well, Hawaii got it. So yeah, Hawaii is technically the United States, yes, and it was attacked on during Pearl Harbor, yes, but that's pretty much it. It was and it was all military attacks. It wasn't like there was no, like, civilian casualties, yes, but it was they mostly attacked our military, our Navy fleet. France's tanks move faster in reverse. Is that true? Probably. France was overrun. I mean, Germany was just a powerhouse military. The Blitzkrieg. Canada did not. What are you saying, Bacon Strip? We're having. Oh, so what was Hawaii then? At that time? screen. Yeah, guys, come on. We're talking about World War II here. What does Canada have to do with what we're talking about right now? What are you talking about? Why even say that and bring that up right now? We're not even talking about that. Yeah. What does that have to do with anything? Did you just want to put Canada into the conversation? Is that where you're from? Is that what you're trying to do? On D-Day, Canada wasn't even in the fight. What are you talking about? There might have been a little smidge of Canada in there. A little smidge. So you're talking about the littlest smidge of peeps. You are obviously from Canada, and you obviously have a agenda here. Listen, this is the thing. Canada, I'm not even gonna say Canada first. Screw Canada in this situation. The UK, the US, Russia, nations from all around the world, France, Poland, what was left of them, pulled together to stop a country, a military, from taking over all of Europe. Well, Germany pretty much had Europe. If they would have kept going, they had to be stopped. And it's the banding together of all those countries together and working towards a greater cause to protect other human beings. That's what it's all about. Doesn't matter who did what or who did. Tons of countries, tons of troops went over there and made a huge difference, gave their lives for it. And that's a beautiful thing. That's an absolutely beautiful thing. I'm not looking that up right now. Stop with Canada right now, Bacon Strip. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. You're being a little too aggressive right now. Pump your brakes. Chill. Chill. I love that. That's great. It's the banding together of countries that is what is beautiful about what came out of World War II, because horrible things were happening. Absolutely unspeakable horrible things. Humans can be that cruel to one another. And it's the fact that other human beings gave their lives so that others may live is such a beautiful thing. It sucks that it had to be that way, but that's how it was. you know, with World War II changed the face of the whole earth, man. Uh, yeah, there's being proud of your country, and then there's just like what this person's doing. Obviously, with an agenda, obviously trying to push me to talk about one thing, and that's not going to happen. I love Canada. I think Canada's an amazing freaking country. But again, that's not what we're talking about right now. No, Aurora. I don't need any moderators right now, but thanks. Yeah, I took it back. They were there, but in a small amount. It wasn't like Canada was a huge part of it. They weren't. It was the UK and the US from that end, and then Russia in the other end. That was the majority of it. But they were definitely there for sure. I don't know why that pisses you off. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Pump your brakes. I think you're getting too aggressive in what I'm trying to explain and say. You're the one that's distracting me against everything. So just chill out. Because now you're kind of pissing me off. Exactly. You're trying to start a fight, and I know what you're trying to do. And I'm asking you to please chill out. Or else, one more comment, and you're gone. You got one more chance, and that's it. You're gone. Because I know what you're trying to do. I agree, Dumpster. It's a beautiful thing when countries can come together like that, like the U.S., Canada, the U.K. Did, and there was plenty of other countries that were involved in that, but because we needed that, obviously, and poor Europe. Europe was in ruins. Like France was destroyed, Poland was destroyed. The UK was next, and the UK was next, and that's really scary. That the UK could have even been taken over by uh, oh my god, dude. Okay, yeah, you're gone. I mean, I just can't anymore. I can't with that person. I can't with that person anymore. I just can't. They obviously have an agenda, and they're obviously just trying to say one thing. Yeah, you gotta watch your mouth, M4, please. Because one person is being one-dimensional, and they can only see the colors of red and white, the color of the Canadian flag, and they don't want to talk about anything else. And that's why they're gone. All right, Vinter, and that's what I'm saying. So someone like that, they're trying to distract from the actual conversation. So Vinter, you asked a great question earlier, and I'm so sorry about that. That's why I just like to block people like that right off the bat when they're getting that annoying. Just... I mean, Germany was destroyed. Berlin was absolutely destroyed. Vinter, you had asked something earlier. If you can just repeat that question, please. That'd be great. Yeah. Europe was mostly destroyed. Well, kitten, that happens. That happens all over the place. The economies and stuff and money is something we made up. So we have to suffer the consequences when stuff fails. It's all bound to fail eventually. It just is. We created it. It's going to fail. But mostly what World War II did to pull like a country like the US out of depression was it provided a lot of jobs. It gave people work. It gave them opportunity to make some money. Supply and demand is a weird concept. Yes, I agree. That was my major. I was a business major. Got my bachelor's degree in it. It's very interesting. And war has a lot to do with that. It does. It can bring down an economy. It can completely destroy an economy like Germany. And it can also strengthen and build an economy like it did for the US at the same time. Unified reason to band together. I love that M4. Yes, Vinter. That's the question I was talking about. That's an excellent question. Vinter, that's an excellent question. So Vinter asked this question. I think you mean I asked how the Germans could become such a threat considering how broken they were after the Treaty of Versailles. Like, how can someone rise like that from that? That's a great question. And you guys got to be patient because I'm going to be talking here and comments are going to keep flying. That's okay, but it's going to take me a while to catch up. Just letting you know that from the start. Well, first of all, Germany's government was overthrown. They had when you overthrow the government, like a coup or something like that. I forget what it is exactly called. It's like a French term, I think. But they did that, and they overthrew the government, and that was like the fascist Nazi party. They're the ones that like started to overthrow it, I believe, and then Hitler and his people, they started to slowly just take over the country, and they started to build a lot of power real fast. And after the Treaty of Versailles, because he was pissed about that. I mean, absolutely pissed. A lot of Germans were. And he started to really like hone in on their economy, to strengthen their economy, started to create jobs. The way that he was able to create jobs was by starting war. Starting war all around the world. And creating jobs in the military, in the factories, everywhere. That's what he did. And he was trying to take over the world. He was think about what it is. Like, Germany's a small country. They're not even a big country. And they're taking over all of Europe. They took over the majority of Europe. And then he even got into Africa and stuff like that, and started to go over into Asia. Think about how much manpower, how much military and might that would entail. And that's what he did. That's what he was doing for his country. He was building it up and building it up and building it up so quickly, so fast, because he wanted to go to war. He went to war. He decided war was the best thing. And ultimately, yeah, Germany went from here with the Treaty of Versailles, and complete depression wasn't even the way to describe it. They were in complete ruins. He took them all the way up. And then, boom, because they were defeated. And Germany had to start all over again. So it was almost like everything that they did with their economy, everything that they created after the Treaty of Versailles was completely in ruins because they decided to go to war, and they decided to do what they were doing and be evil. And the rest of the world said, no, you're not, this is not okay. And they took over, all right, dumpster fire. They took Germany, they bombed Germany, they destroyed Germany, and Germany went right back to where it started. starting at zero again, basically. That's what happened. And it's that boost of an economy. Boosting an economy is huge. It's everything, especially if you're going to go to war. You need to have a thriving economy. And I think that was like one of the most interesting things I learned in like going to college and everything, going to get my bachelor's degree in business, was learning that aspect of things, like how money works, how economies work, like on a smaller scale and also on a larger scale. And war, like I said, can go either way. Germany is obviously it was one person. It was one person plus a group of people that, I mean, what Germany did, obviously, what the Nazis did was pure evil. I mean, to say the least. It was absolutely pure evil. That's what they represented, and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. To say the least. And but the whole face of the world changed from World War II. If World War II continued and the U.S. didn't get involved, and Russia didn't get involved, and Canada and the UK, and we didn't win, we would either be speaking German or Japanese right now. And that's the simple thing. That it's as simple as that. And the reality is a lot more people would have lost their lives if the war just kept going. And I feel like there's one country that I think suffered the most, for sure, and wasn't even actually involved in the war militarily. And I personally feel so bad about that, even though I wasn't even alive at that time, but I do. I feel so bad about. I feel horrible that this country lost so many. Does anyone know what country I'm talking about? Yep. Yeah, they almost did, Marie. You're right. Germany. It was a race to build that. Yep. No, not Poland. Poland lost a lot, though. It's not a European country. I'll just tell you guys. China. China got destroyed, and lots of their people died. Civilians. Innocent civilians. For no reason. And it was mostly the Japanese that did it. And nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. The only reason the U.S. started fighting against Japan was because Japan decided to attack the U.S. So the U.S. is like, let's go. So out of the 65 million to 80 or 75 million people that died during World War II, 14 million to 20 million of them were Chinese people. That and China militarily was not even involved in World War II at all. Same thing with Germany now, Marie. That's a great point. Japan we're allies with, and Germany we're allies with. You know, it's crazy how things change. You know, if World War III were to happen, the sides would be completely different. Well, when World War III happens, because that's another huge part of this is I think we're getting close. We're like 5 to 10 years away from World War III for sure, maybe less. Russia lost a ton of people in the war as well. China had no technology. China wasn't even militarily, and that's a great point. You guys are so smart. I love having these conversations with you guys. No, it's when it happens. It is a lot of threats back and forth. It's a lot of like, but that's the tensions are building. It's like think about like a rubber band and like you guys know ever see like when you put rubber bands around a watermelon? You ever see someone do that? People do that like they keep putting more rubber bands around a watermelon and eventually the watermelon goes and just implodes on itself because the rubber bands stretch it so much and then it implodes on itself. That's exactly what's happening right now. We're just everyone's adding more and more rubber bands to this watermelon, and the watermelon eventually is going to burst. I don't know what you mean by that, Marie. You mean like China? Yeah, to the 1990s. You're right. That their agriculture didn't start until the 1990s. Yeah, most of what China's built now at this point didn't start until the 1990s. Yeah, they were in deep poverty. Always have been, even since ancient times. Not a very rich country, but now they are. China's now, their economy is booming way more than the U.S. is. I believe that. It's obvious. Oh no, the sides are forming for sure. The sides are already forming. It's obvious. The sides are forming. They've been forming. It's gonna be a whole different type of war though. It's gonna be a whole different type of war. Whole different type of war. I would say, you know, nukes are irrelevant, I'd say. The nukes are irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but they're sort of irrelevant. Exactly, Venter. I couldn't agree more. I don't know why we just can't leave each other alone. I don't know why we can't just be peaceful with one another. And why does a country like Russia need more land, and why do they need to go after a country like Ukraine? You have one of the biggest, if not the biggest country in the world. How much more land do you need? Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. I just don't. China, leave Taiwan alone. Stop harassing them. Leave them alone. You have a huge country too. Leave them alone. The United States and the Middle East. Stop doing what you're doing over there. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. That's how I feel. Leave them alone. Oh no, Marie, I know what they want. I know, I get it. But Russia, but that doesn't give them they have plenty. They don't need it. That's greed. That's evil coming through them. And that's what they're doing. And that's that temptation throughout humanity that we just can't get past. We cannot figure out a way to get past it. The greed and all the, the 7 deadly sins that's happening on a world scale. We just can't be happy with what we have and grateful for what we have. Leave people alone. Let them live their lives. But then you can say, whatever. I don't want to get into all that, but you know what I'm saying? We just got to leave. It's time to leave everyone alone. Kitten, we're not going to go there. Come on now. Let's keep this a civil conversation. Chill out. You didn't need to say that. And you're right. That I don't even go there. But that's a whole other different situation. That's a whole other different situation, and I don't know enough about to even talk about. But that's part of everything as well that I completely disagree with. I disagree with all of it. I don't agree with. I just believe in what I believe in is leaving people the hell alone. Let them live their lives. Let them do what they want to do. Now, even with Iran, I got nothing personal against Iran, but we don't want them getting nukes and then bombing people. Of course not. But the thing is, if they did that, because they're gonna get them eventually, it's just a matter of time. If they wanted to do it, they're gonna do it, but then we can launch right back. And then it's boom, boom, then we're both gone. So it's a wash. Wasp, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with I don't agree with the Iran war. I don't agree with war at all. I think war is the absolute last resort no matter what. The loss of human life is way too great. Property damaged, cities ruined. It doesn't solve anything either. It really doesn't. It just makes things worse. I don't think so either, Marie. Unfortunately, I think you're right. You were in Qatar. Why was that rough? Why was that rough? And thank you, Sherry, for doing what you're doing. Wasp, what's up? Welcome. And now it's for the United States, I'm definitely proud to be a U.S. citizen. I'm proud to be an American. I am. But there's also things I'm not proud of with it that come attached to that. And that's things like going to war with Iran. starting wars in other countries. That's not okay. It's not okay. I don't care what the reasoning is behind it. I don't care. Violence is never the answer. It makes things way freaking worse. Yeah, Qatar was not I wouldn't have gone to Qatar. I just don't get why the United States can't stay out of the Middle East. Just stay out of the Middle East. Marie, I couldn't agree more with that. That's well said. I love that. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, they're going after American bases. Yeah, so we got American bases all over Qatar now. We pull out of the we pull out of the Middle East, and then now we're right back in the Middle East again. It's ultimately because the Middle East is a huge advantage to be over there. It is. It's huge. You know, the United States, like, what is that? Like, strategically, it's a great area to be in strategically, militarily. And that's what it's mostly about, I think. It's like, why don't we just say what it is? Just say what it is out loud, publicly, and just see if we can do it. See if we can make deals with them. But stop bombing people. Then it's like, I saw in the news the other day, it's like, oh, well, Iran bombed the U.S. military helicopter. Well, no crap. We started bombing them first. Like, of course they did. What did we expect? And then to just lay over and be like, fine, here's our country, take it over. No. What are they supposed to? They're defending themselves. We would do the same on our homeland. I mean, come on now. Yeah, that's wild that Dubai's getting hit in Qatar. Qatar's a pretty wealthy country too. And we're all in, and it's because the U.S. bases there, and those countries are not going to want, they don't want to be bombed because there's U.S. bases there. Why would they want that? Yeah, definitely not the best choice to go there, you know, spring. I'm glad you're okay, by the way, Vinter. And thank you guys for this conversation. I noticed that Sherry's like not sharing much in this conversation. Sherry's there, she's lurking, but she's like, I'm not saying anything. Yeah, Qatar is very wealthy, especially for per capita. They're how tiny they are of a country. Yeah. Not doing it. Oh, sure, you can share whatever you want. It's fine. It's a safe place. I mean, you're allowed to say what you want. We've not said anything that's offensive to anybody. I mean, this is just a conversation. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there's tons of like anti whatever on both ends. Oh, I just saw, holy crap. I got 1.2 thousand gifts on this live stream. I gotta make sure I really thank Dumpster Fire Show, because it took a while for it to go all the way through. I guess they're trying to verify it. That was the biggest gift I've ever gotten, for sure, on my YouTube channel. Has an average salary. Did you mean 80,000 or I don't think you meant 8,000. No, I can't, Ahmad. No, I didn't get $1,000. I got 1.2 thousand in gifts. All right, I'm gonna reveal the movie I watched recently. So it was, in fact, Field of Dreams. And Field of Dreams. Hold on, let me look this up. Field of Dream had the second to the last amount of votes, 17% of the votes. So Forrest Gump got 43%, Devil Wears Prada 13, Field of Dream 17, Sandlot 27. All right. Field of Dreams was correct. Thank you all to whoever voted in the poll. Thanks. Now, I've been watching World War II narrated by Tom Hanks, and it's been on the History Channel here in the United States, and it's excellent. It's an excellent special, and of course, a lot of it is from the standpoint of the United States, obviously, and our allies. But you can just see the devastation all around the whole world. Even in Germany, even in Japan, and the civilians, the innocent civilians that were throughout Japan and Germany that lost their lives, the innocent civilians in China that lost their lives. That's horrible. It's horrible. And, we're lucky in the United States that we've never, knock on wood, been attacked like that. Terrorist attacks have happened, but I love learning about World War II. I really do, and because, like I said, the whole world changed. Yeah. Hey, we both learned something. The China with China, they and their country was destroyed, especially Eastern China, completely destroyed, and their people, their civilians just completely annihilated off the face of the earth for no reason. Nat King Cole, I think that was the really bad situation where a lot of Chinese civilians lost their lives. Bad. Treated horribly. Well, honestly, I didn't really learn about that in school either. I mean, I've learned this stuff over time, over watching things, reading things about World War II, because it's just so interesting. It really is, and it's the most well. World War II was also a huge pivotal moment because technology, I think, in the Industrial Revolution, the Industrial Era, if you will, the world started to take off during World War II, where you're getting airplanes, jet planes. The Germans created the jet. I was watching a movie last night on World War II. It was called The Red Tails, about the African American Red Tails that flew planes for the United States and were going against the Germans in Germany and all around Europe. And they were part of the scene in the movie is they have to go against the jet airplanes of the Germans. They're brand new. They're really fast, they're saying. And they have to match their speed by getting altitude, because without the altitude, they can't match the speed of the jet. And then they have to come down, swoop down, and then gun them down. You're talking about airplanes that just had major gunfire, rapid fire, but they didn't really have a lot of bombs on the attack planes. But they had bombing planes that flew high altitude that would drop tons of bombs down at one point and just completely annihilate and just lit everything on fire. It was just a completely different way of technology, and now technology's changed even more at this point. Which it would, once World War III does happen, which it will happen eventually, it's just a matter of time. At this point, it's just a matter of time. Technology is completely different now. So thank you for the happy poop, Daniel. You just studied the West in history class? I don't know what you mean, Sherry, but you don't, it's fine. You do you. You do you. We're literally just talking about history, things that have actually happened. And if your work has a problem with that, I wouldn't want to work there anymore. Bayer, what's up? Because this stuff really happened. There's no hiding it. Nobody has to talk about anything that they don't want to talk about here. It's okay. I can't believe. Oh, thank you, Bayer. Amy, what's up? Welcome. I've always enjoyed history. I have. Not going there, Brendan, but welcome. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Let's keep those gifts coming, folks. We're hitting records. 1.2 thousand gifts. Let's get a super chat in there. Let's get a super chat. Let's get some color. I also love that we're getting people in here steadily from all around the world. I really can't begin to describe and to say to you guys how much that means to me. It means the world to me. Connecting with people from all around the world is such a huge thing for me. When I say like connection is one of the 3 C's of this channel, I truly mean connection with everyone from all around the world. Not just here in the United States, not just in the United. No, it's because I had to get out of it. Sorry about that, guys. My apologies. I love that, learning stuff and hanging out with people from all around the world. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. Yeah, I should be back now. If I even go out of this, that's the problem with this, is that if I even go out of the live stream at all on the YouTube app, it completely just stops everything and pauses everything. Also, it's been booting me out quite a bit of recent. It's a huge downside to doing it on your phone, I guess. Thank you, Yusuf. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's connecting with the whole world. Exactly. You know, YouTube does a great job with that. It does. An excellent job. And you got to be patient with it. You know, it's tough to connect with other people from around the world because the time zones are so different. Yeah, that's why that's a huge reason on why I try to jump on earlier than I normally would, is to connect with others from all around the world. Because if I don't do that, then I wouldn't be able to meet you guys and hang out with you and chat like we're doing. You know what I mean? It would be, you know, when I'm live streaming, it would be when you're sleeping type deal. Right, then it just sequenced. It's gonna pause. There we go. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea why this is so delayed. I forgot to do the ads. I don't know if ads are popping up or not, but I can't believe the amount of, like, well, not that it's a whole lot of money, but it's more money than I've made on these live streams of recent. That's for sure. Because I've had ads turned on. So, but they're on low. Yeah, I already ended the poll. The poll's already done. Like, you need my permission to dismiss a poll. No, you're not allowed. Thank you for the likes, too, by the way. Yeah, I already ended the poll. It's gone. A little blemish. Well, Sherry, I do hope you're feeling better, by the way. I really do. I've let this, like, piece of hair just sit there for a while now. I have not even touched it. I've wanted to, but if there's any Elvis jokes that are gonna come, it would have been in the past, like, hour or so. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to bring up. I'm not ending the live stream yet, but I'm gonna keep this rocking and rolling. What else did I need to bring up? Oh my god. Did you guys hear that? That was such a good crack. Holy moly. I was like, whoa. I just break my neck on camera.
yeah, that, you know, and you know the craziest thing is I saw the map of all the cases of whatever that's called, the diarrhea thing, and like all the northeastern U.S. states are all like whatever shade of blue or red it was, and right in the middle there you see Delaware, and it's not even lit up. There's nothing on, as if there's no Delaware cases. The little tiny state in the middle of the whole Northeast, no cases. The parasite, yeah. But if you look on the map I'm talking about, there's no Delaware cases on there. I've seen it twice now. And little tiny state of Delaware, that's where I'm in. I'm like, how does that even happen? It's not a huge population in the state, I guess. Or people just like have diarrhea here and they just don't care. They don't report it. That's scary though. That's really scary. Not really that. It's not like scary. It's diarrhea. People aren't dying from it, thank God. But we don't want it to get to that point. Anyone want to take a guess as to how many views have been on this live stream so far? So Delaware is. Are you familiar with the state of Pennsylvania? It's on. So first of all, it's on the east coast of the United States. It's on the east coast, far east coast, and Delaware is about. Well, we have plenty of beaches here. It's about an hour and a half away from the beaches, from the ocean. Not 4,000, Sherry. I wish. Nowhere near 4,000. Nowhere even close to 4,000. Sadly enough, nowhere even close to 4,000. No, it's below New York. It's below New York. So, there, below New York is New Jersey, and Delaware is right to the left of New Jersey. Like, it would be southwest of Jersey, basically. And I'm located right outside of the major city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Very tiny state. Not as tiny as Rhode Island, but very tiny. Delaware was actually the very first state. Very fun fact, well, not very fun fact, but a fun fact of the United States is Delaware was actually the first state of the United States. Thank you, Sherry. Another to bite the dust. Doot, 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 doot. Another to bite the dust. Oh, bug just flew right in my eyeball. Well, I'm not the original. This Delaware state is the very first state in the United States. I know Pennsylvania was one of the, I think there was the original 13 colonies. We got looks like we have another groups of trolls coming in too, folks. By the way, bear with me, bear with us. Considering we just hit a block 3 or 4 people in a row. I personally think like there's just like a lot, like I don't know, with the state thing. I don't know. I probably shouldn't even share that. I probably shouldn't even say that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the trolls usually come in groups. It's strange. It's not usually like one random troll. Sometimes that happens, like where there's one random troll that shows up, and you just gotta get rid of them. But it usually is in groups, and that's usually means that like the algorithm is pushing the live stream out to a whole bunch of new different people at that time, and unfortunately with that comes trolls. But also, fortunately, with that comes people such as yourself, Enter, that are brand new, that actually mean well, and that are want to become part of the channel and the live streams. I'll be right back, folks. 1 second, I'll be right back. All right. We did reform a troll. Although he calls himself a troll, but I don't think he's that bad of a troll. Real folktale trolls. Power Animals, you didn't get a notification again? Dang, dude. Welcome, Dark Cherry. What's going on? Let's take this down a bit. Let's take the lights down a little bit.
See, they come in. They come in groups. It's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that you're sad, my friend. What's up, Power Animals? Thank you for joining. Let's see if Hannah's live. Pop in and say hi if she is. Well, she should be live at some point tonight, but let's see. How do I? You may ask that, Dark Cherry. What I'd recommend is going to my channel and checking out my very short preview video. It'll tell you all about that, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Nice, had some pizza. That sounds great. Appreciate that. Where is... What kind of pizza you have, dude? What kind of pizza? Oh, she's not. She must have went live earlier. That's weird. She's usually live right now. Ah, there she is. I don't know why that wasn't pulling it up. That was weird. Topics change like the wind. They do. That's very true. Just pepperoni, nice.
John, Argentina is going to win. Oh, Brian, thank you. Thank you. I was looking for someone to do that. To correct. People saying, no, I am not Argentina as far as I know. Who knows, it could be. I've never done a genealogy test or whatever. I had to use that in sync reference. Yeah, that was perfect. Thank you for that. But sometimes I think it's really positive to go on that. I think it can mess with the stream, although I think lately I should say this. Yeah, so far it seems like hopeful very sometimes. Argentina, are you rebel World Cup? Spain open, no questions. Oh, we got people weighing in big.
I don't know where you're from.
Ronnie A. joins. King Von.
I just wanted to say hi to Hannah. Hannah's awesome, guys, by the way. Hannah is freaking awesome. She's so cool. She is really cool. I don't really do this much anymore. I don't really recommend other channels, other live streams. But Hannah's channel is one that I will definitely highly recommend, and her live stream. She is awesome. Just awesome. I forgot the liquor live stream. My mouse is not working. Everything's breaking for me. Her channel is called Hannah in Health. HANNAH. In Health. She's on every night. Yeah, she's on every night now. She's live streaming 365 days in a row, and she's on day 66. That's remarkable. And welcome from Turkey, my friend. How are you? Thank you for sharing. Thanks for being here. Is that what's that, Venter? Dude, why is it not popping up for me? Her live stream's not popping up. That's odd. Oh, it's because. Oh. That's why. It's still not popping up. Unless she just ended it. There's no way. Dude, where is her? Why is it doing that? That's weird. That is really weird.
I want the outside of my home.
Oh, I got you. That does take commitment, man. And she's committed. She is, she is definitely committed, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm clicking on it right now. It's just the ads and everything, and then What's going on here? Where is Oh yeah, shoot. Oh, it's gotta be a bald eagle. It's gotta be a bald eagle. Anthony, what's up? Afrikaans. That's the language. Oh, that's the language too. Am I using the radio? No. I'm not using the radio. Oh shoot, she's on TT as well. She's live streaming on both. That's crazy. That's even more freaking crazy. That's not, the microphone's not that bad. I was gonna say, no way. Yeah, she's really good at live streaming. I just wanted to type one thing to her because I did watch the game. Oh, shoot. What's up, Navita? Welcome. Living la vida loca.
Well, that's great. Shampoo your eyebrows. La da da da. La da da dee. La da da da. La da da da. No, that's funny. Now that's funny. It's great that you had the day off. Just kinda. Yeah, that concept, I don't really understand that, Sherry. That you're never truly off. That ain't healthy, friend. Sorry. It's not. That is not healthy. That's what it was like at CVS for me. Like, I felt like I was never off. I was always working, and I was miserable. It took me a while to get that miserable, but I was miserable. It does not have a good end result. I can tell you that right now. So just be careful with that. You may think that it's a great thing now, but it's not good. It's not good because you get overrun. Yeah, there's no way I'm ever going to become the live streamer that Hannah is. There's no way I'm ever going to become that good at live streaming. It's just not going to happen. I'm okay with it. Yeah, exactly. You always have to have time to recharge and like reset yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. And if you can't do that, especially emotionally and mentally, then like you're headed for disaster. Yeah, that's very true. Because your empathy and your care and your compassion and stuff for them goes deep, I'm sure. And if you're working nonstop, and if you're if you're saying that, like, I don't know exactly what you're saying, but if you're saying that your clients, that your patients are contacting you, like, when you're not there, that's not a good thing. Or your boss or your coworkers about work stuff. That's when it's time to put the cell phone away. Like, I had to set boundaries when I was working, even at like Eddie Bauer, when they were in business. Like, they would have these group texts, these management texts and stuff, and even like all the staff in these texts, and they would text the most when I was always off. Now, I'm not saying that they would do it on purpose, that it was because I was off, but there was plenty of people off that day. But I just happened to notice that it was a lot of the times when I was off, and I would be answering them back, and next thing I know, like, an hour of my time is gone because I'm texting back and forth, and we're trying to get something straight, and it's distracting me from what I'm trying to do in my own personal life. And that's not fair. That's not right. You're going to pay me for that stuff. So I would wait. So when they would text me or call me about stuff and leave these voicemails or leave these text messages, long drawn out ones about work, I would wait until I'm actually at work the next day or the following day, to respond to them, and they didn't like it at all. But they got used to it because that's what I would do. And I would barely respond back to them on the days that I'm off. And they didn't like it. And I don't care. I didn't care. I don't care. You just have to kind of like, you guys got to deal with it. I mean, it is what it is. You're going to pay me for my time. I'm worth being paid for my time. And it becomes like, you know, I got so wrapped up into the drama of that, you know, of CVS. But you have human beings to be responsible, Sherry, for when you're at work, not when you're not at work. There's a huge difference between that. You see what I'm saying? There's a gigantic difference. And it sounds to me that you are spreading yourself thin big time by and knowing you at this point. It's most likely you giving your phone number out to patients or clients when they need something. I could be wrong. I'm making a lot of assumptions right now. And they're going to take advantage of that because they're by themselves and they don't really have anybody else, most likely. If they have a caretaker like you, they don't really have anybody else. So they're going to take advantage and also the office will too. If they don't know the answer to it, they're going to try to contact you because the patient wants to contact you. You see what I'm saying? It all comes back to that. And I would, if I were you, I'm just trying to give you the most sound advice that I can think of to not be taken advantage of is you got to cut that off as soon as possible. There's absolutely no reason why they need to be contacting you so much when you're not at work. No reason. I don't care what reasons they're providing to you. It's not sufficient reason. And it's best if you put your foot down before it's too late, and then you're completely sucked into it, and then it gets worse and worse. Next thing you know, you're always working, and you can't do anything on your own time. You're consumed by it, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas you're just completely consumed by it. It's like you got to have a healthy balance there. You know what I'm saying, Sherry? And someone like you, you're empathetic, you're a highly sensitive person, you care, you're there for all the right reasons, right? You care for all the right reasons. And unfortunately, and I'm not saying that this is what's happening, but unfortunately there's a lot of people in the office and patient-wise that will take advantage of that. English only, please. Samantha. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Is that the Spanish flag? Is that Spain's flag? Vamos. Let's go Spain. I was just looking that up. Let's go Spain. Heck yeah. Vamos, España. Yo, good for Spain. That's awesome. Spain versus Argentina. I can't believe Argentina beat. Well, I can't believe it. I'm not a big soccer person, but football, I know it's to you guys. But yeah, let's go Spain. I don't really care either way, but For the U.S., the U.S. didn't stand a chance. Just be careful with that. Sherry. What do you mean English versus the dictator? What does that mean? What you talking about? And you know, if you ever need to talk about it, Sherry, I'm here to talk about it if you need to. And I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying just be careful with that. English versus French. Yeah, England versus France for the third place. That's what, in a couple days. And what you're doing, Sherry, is a beautiful thing. It is, because those people like that you're taking care of, they don't have much. They don't have anybody really left. And I know that you're already well aware of all of that. But you still got to be really careful. You got to make sure that you're protecting yourself as well. And your feelings. Like, you're not taking on their energy. You're not taking on, like, I could never do a job like that. I already know that, because I would care so much that it would literally drive me insane. It would consume me. It would consume me. And, well, there's other parts of it that I would never want to do either, like poop and bodily fluids. But, because I thought about doing it, but it's just not, you know, and people like that, they've been around the block, they understand, and they pick up on it, and they're going to pick up on people that they know that they can take advantage of, emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever have you. And they'll do it very innocently, but they'll still be doing it. And the reason I know this is because I've had people in my life that's been like that. Paige, welcome back. Thank you for joining again. Yeah, Sherry's a caretaker. I'll let Sherry answer. I don't know what that means, MYD for, but welcome. Oh, I didn't know that you did mentally disabled as well. Mentally disabled, now they won't take advantage of you. They won't take advantage of you. Usually not. It is a beautiful calling. It really is. And you have to, it takes this really certain unique person to be able to do that type of stuff. I would not be, I would be good at it, but there's parts of it that I wouldn't be able to give. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe. I know what that all entails, and I would not be about parts of that. And that's like the gross things. I'm not cleaning up poop. I'm not a father myself, so I don't clean up dirty diapers and stuff like that. I would be puking, throw up, all that kind of stuff. And that happens. It just happens. It's part of the job. I know it's not a huge part of the job, but it is a part of the job. I just wouldn't be able to do that, you know. And they, and like this, oh, okay. What do you do then? You just you hang out with them? Because I could do that. If they need someone to chill with, and they need someone to take them to the grocery store or the bank, someone to just hang out and talk to, I can do that easily. Some companionship, if you will. Sign me right up. But I'm not taking them, I'm not showering them, I'm not bathing them, I'm not doing all that. Because, I mean, I'm not medically trained like that. I don't, if something were to happen, I'm gonna call 911. I don't know what else to do. Oh, cook, clean, laundry. Okay. Oh, sure. That's right up your alley. I love that you're doing that. I love that you're doing that so much. I really do. That brings tears to my eyes, man. I love that. But again, you have to draw boundaries when boundaries are needed for your office and for the patients. You have to have boundaries. I would suggest, I would strongly suggest writing down your boundaries that you, and you can like don't have to do them all at one time, but as time goes on, write down those boundaries that you have so that you have your personal time and what you deserve, basically. Is what I'm saying. You give 110% all the time when you're there at work with them in the moment, but when you're at home or you're elsewhere, you're at home and elsewhere. You're not at work with the patient. There has to be a separation. There has got to be a separation. That's imperative. Boundaries are very, very important in that sense. Your emotional, your mental, and your physical boundaries, for sure. They have a whole bunch of job postings like about a caregiver and stuff like that. And when I see caregiver, I'm like, why is this on like Indeed? Like, this could go to anybody. Like, they don't know like what they're doing like medically or whatever. But maybe that's all they're saying. Like, they just need someone that can cook and I can cook. I can do laundry. I can keep people company. And you know, the elderly need people like you. You have a nurse on staff. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about that as a possibility for myself, but I don't know. I feel like the old ladies would eat me alive. Like, come here, sweetheart. I had to do the only reason I'm bringing this up, I don't really want to talk about anything with work, but I had to do an AI interview today for the first time, where I was literally talking to like a robot, like an AI thing. It was super awkward and super weird. it's so much easier to talk to a person than to a robot. Cause like the robot just wasn't getting what I'm trying to say. And like I'm like, I don't know the exact dates. I don't remember what they are. Like I don't have that in front of me. Obviously I should have prepared better, but because I didn't watch the video, which I forgot to do. I just went right into the interview thinking I was okay. And stupid me, I'm like, all right. And then, so I'm starting to get like, not pissed, but like, I'm starting to get frustrated with this stupid robot, this AI robot thing, asking me the same question over and over again. Finally, I was like, all right, I'll be right back. So I ran to my room and so I did the interview here. And I ran to my room and I got my resume out so I can get the actual dates. And then the freaking AI robot was already on to the next question. So I just had to get, I'm like, I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question? And they're like, sure. And then they repeat, and then so I just started to answer all those questions in a row. And then at the end, it was like, do you have any more questions or you want to say anything else? And I was like, yes, I do. And then it let me have my time and let me talk. And I'm like, well, these are the specific, this is my job title. This is my fit. This is when I started this job. This is when I ended. It's all on my resume. Like, just gotta look at it. It's all right there. You have the file that I sent. It's all in my application too. You already know all this. Why are you asking me this again? That's why it was caught me off guard, and it's like, come on, man, let's go. What the heck's going on here? This is our future here? Come on now. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. You need a person to interview. You need an actual human being to interview somebody. Because you got the follow-up questions and all that stuff. Like, come on now. What are we doing? Where we're using, like, a robot. Yeah, I don't like it either. Because it makes me feel like I'm a robot. This AI thing is odd. It's so odd. But it's going to keep getting, like, that was, like, now that I really think about it though, Sherry, like, I had a job interview with a robot today. Now, they call it a video phone screening, but it's like, that's the new age, that's the era that we're into now. And it's like, it's just to get an actual face-to-face human interview, you have to get through that first level of interview. And it's like, because I'm talking to a robot. In the very beginning of it, I was just sitting there. I didn't know what was going on. And then it like asked me something and I'm like, and it was like, are you ready? And I was like, you didn't ask me any questions yet. I was like, what's happening right now? And then it was like, I know, I haven't asked you any questions yet. Are you ready to get started? And I'm like, well, yeah, let's get started. What are you doing? Sleeping on the job? Let's go. Let's get it started, man. And it's for a job like, I not that I really want it, but I mean, I'm hopeful for it. It's with Hershey's. It was like, share with me like why you chose this company and this position or whatever. And I was like, first and foremost, I love Hershey products. I am a Reese's enthusiast. I love Reese's. Everything Reese's. I love Hershey bars. I like Kit Kats. And I was like, I'm passionate about merchandising too. I love merchandising stuff. And it's super awkward, like not. First of all, to get used to like another human being on an interview process on a screen, like video interview wise, to have another human on the other end, that takes a little bit to get used to. Now it's like you got to get used to talking to a robot. Nobody's even there. You spelled it right too. Good job.
So you would say, Sherry, that you love most of your, what do you call them, clients or patients? Customers? Not customers. Patients or clients, I'd say. You said you love most of them or all of them? My other concern would be like there'd be one or two I'd be like clients. One or two I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to really be around that person anymore. Well, that's excellent. I think you found the right thing. I think it's just really important for you to make sure that you're setting those boundaries for yourself. If and when you believe that you, like, don't just take my word for it. Don't let it consume you so much where like you're not enjoying it and it's not wonderful anymore. That's the thing. Don't wait for it to be too late and then it's like, now what? I'm too late for the boundaries. Boundaries are so important with anything, especially for like a job. You've got to have boundaries, especially in a job like that. With everybody, with your clients, with the office. You don't, just because the office is texting you or calling you does not mean that you need to answer it. It does not mean that they I don't care what they say. In court, they would lose. In court, they would lose. For sure. There's labor laws against all of that. And if you're choosing to answer them, that's on you, not on them. And the more you keep doing it, the more you keep answering them, the more they're going to expect that from you. So it's better off. And what's it changing that you don't respond until the next day that you're at work? Nothing. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. They don't need to be contacting you 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. They don't need to. They just don't. Whatever reason they're giving you is BS. They don't need to. I've never been in a job where that's happened. Where they're like, I would never allow that in any job that I'm ever in. I would never allow them to be texting me or contacting me after a certain time. I just wouldn't respond. Stuff with CVS, I chose to take work home and work at home after the fact. But people, as far as people contacting me, once the store's closed at 10 o'clock, I'm not, an alarm call, yeah, I'll get that. They happen once in a while, and that's kind of my responsibility. But, I wasn't paid for that. It's not like I have to do it. Someone on my management team has to get it. But, yeah, I wouldn't respond. I simply just wouldn't respond. And eventually that conditions them, because they understand, okay, they might not be okay with the boundary, but they have to understand it and be okay with it because you're not answering the phone. They may give you crap. They may give you some pushback the next day or within the next week. But that's when you can kind of tell, like, okay, I see what they're doing. And, I wasn't around my phone. And just make it sound like and make it seem like that this is going to be a regular occurrence. I'm not going to always answer. I don't always have my phone on me. I've been having trouble charging it. It's not charging that well, and it's in my room, and I'm over here. Whatever you have to say to bypass whatever they're trying to put on you, basically. Ooh. I might be right, but do you see what I'm trying to say? It's like what I'm trying to say is it's so important, Sherry, for you to, especially now more than anything, because you don't. Okay. You've been through enough as is. You need your time to yourself. You need your time to yourself to do whatever it is that you're doing. You need time to yourself to get out, to do things, to walk around, to live your life, whatever have you. Oh, hang on one second. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm back. Thank you for the likes, folks. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more of the. It's nice to be able to catch up with you, Sherry. Let's do a little bit of Let's do another couple rounds of the word game, and then we'll end the live stream. Yo, what's up with your shield? Welcome. Thanks for joining. We're gonna do a little bit of the word game, and then we're gonna end the live stream. We're about to play the word game right now. Why is this so like? Oh, this is getting in my face. This is tough. This way. Oh wait. All right. Oh, this is an easy one. And can't move that back. We gotta move this more forward. We gotta move this back. COD. Coded. Decode, or decode. Dough, deed, owed. Oh. And COD. Oh, I got that. What's up with your shield? Thanks for joining. How are you? How art thou with your shield? Oh, co-ed would have been a great one. That would have been an extra word. Dang it. Pilgrim? Grim? Limp? Rip? Rim? Rig? Pig? Got Pilgrim. We all got Pilgrim right away. Gill. There's not two L's. There's only one L. I got pig. Rip. Rig. Rim. I think I got Grim already. Yep, I got Grim. Lip. Girl. Good one. Limb. Grip. Got it. Why is it like, I don't know why it's like slanted like that. I don't know why it's slanted. That's not gonna work. There we go. That's pretty good. Rut. Rent. Run. Turn. Return. Nut. Nope, there's not two E's. Untrue. Good one. Then we got true. Net. 10. Turn. Rut, I think I already got. Yep, I got rut. Oh, tune. Tuner. Oh my god, that was really close. Tuner. Tune. Turner. Good one. You already got turn. Yep. Got Turner. Run. Ton. Nut. Rut. Run. Already got that. Yeah, I got run. Oh, it's Rue. There we go. Got run already, guys. All the words that already been gotten, they're already over here. Got nut already. Nut's right here. There we go. Tell that. There we go. Tell that. Rerun. That was an extra word. Thank you for letting me know there was a delay with your shield. That's why I restarted it. Thank you for that. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so we have to use all the letters for this one. I want to say it's something true. So it's got to be. No, that's not true. Nurturer. Yeah. Great job, Sherry. Excellent. Rivet. Rivet. Hive. Tie. Of tier. Air. Tire. Thrive. Vet. Fit. Rev. Hit. Got thrive. There. Her. The. Got rivet. Rivet. Oh, higher. Got air. We've been live for 197 minutes almost. I'm hungry. Man. Mine. No. It should be the last round, folks. 1. None. Mine. Got mine. Got men. Have me on. 1. Oh, got one already. All the stuff we got is already over here. Two, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7. Nominee, nice. Great job with your shield. Excellent. Oh, in. Oops. In. Excellent. Good job. Let's do one more round. Oh, this might be a hard one. Paradox. Paradox. Dang, that's a hard one. Road. Road. Got paradox. Drop. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Rob. Pod. Rob. You. Nice. Great mind thinking like. Rob, pod. And then, or. That's an extra word. Pro. There we go. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys was able to. Let's, of course, be kind to others, but most of all, be kind to yourselves. Send us self-compassion. Good night, everyone.